Hey guys, Ray here. Well, this is the entire run out of the big dredge. That 3 foot wide by 20 foot long dredge. Well, hi. How's everybody doing tonight? Or today? Whenever we get to see this video. Finally going to get to do what I've been wanting to do all along when I got a chance to work with that really big dredge down on the beach. And I've had something in the back of my mind. I just haven't had a chance to do the operation. I'll show a picture of the dredge that I'm talking about right here on this portion of the clip. Alright, well here's Howard's dredge. It's 3 foot from here to there, and I guess it's 16 foot from up there at the flare down here to the bottom. Okay, my idea, I've got, you can't see it in the video, but I got, well, you can't see it. This is a full 5-gallon bucket, full 5-gallon bucket, full 5-gallon bucket. That sluice box in that dredge is 3 foot wide, 20 foot long. And my objective is to take and be able to just pull everything out of it, no classifying at all, run it through here, run it through this system. Now I've made a couple of little deals what I'm going to do, and I'll go ahead and show them right now. I've found in the past when I'm using my multi-sluice, I have a tendency to overfeed. You know, I mean, when you're dealing with this much cons, you want to get it done. You want to get it done as quickly as you can. And when you take a big, huge scoop, you know, say like that, or bigger, you know, whatever I happen to be dumping. If I dump it in here, it doesn't have a chance to really fluidize. But this little tiny grate, well, helps bust it all up before it goes into the pool. Before it goes into the pool, it has a chance to take and bust up. And then it's going to be going over top of the capture mat. I'll be setting it up just like the instructions say at 11 degrees. The only thing I wish I had is I've got the 1100 GPH pump. I wish I had a 2000 GPH pump because I am raising the water. Probably 4 feet. Okay, so then any of my big rocks, you know, any big rocks, say like 1/2 inch or whatever, anything bigger than that is going to get caught. I can just reach in here and pick them out and throw them away, or just lift this whole grate up and out of the hole, hopefully, you know, without spilling them. But even if it does spill down the hole, no big deal. Dock mats are designed to take and have rocks tumble down them anyways. So it's going to tumble down and it's going to go through the gold cube. But before it goes into the gold cube, I'm going to go ahead and put this 1/8 inch mesh screen in here, because I know the gold cube does not work as efficiently if it's got big rocks. So this is going to catch any of my big rocks. If it gets too many of them or gets acting funny, I'll just dump them out. And then I'm going to rely on the multi-sluice, the capture mat, capturing the gold. Okay. But due to overfeeding or whatever, and the possibility of, you know, losses, which, you know, is something we're always going to, everybody always worries about losses. But anyhow, so I've got this 4-stack gold cube unit. It's not mine. It's borrowed. It's actually the owner of that dredge owns this gold cube. But even he don't like having to clean that much cons. You know, when you're cleaning that much cons, that's an awful lot of panning. So I'm going to take this 15 gallons. I'm going to run it through this system. Boom, 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 boom. And then all I got to do is clean the gold cube out, clean the mat out, put the washer mat in it, and then run it again. Or the strip washer mat. So it should be just a 2-step process. That's what I'm going to go for. And then all of this 15 gallons of material going to be sitting down in that tub, and I don't have to worry about it. It shouldn't have any gold. I will periodically pan the bottom of it, make certain I'm not losing too much out of there. Last time I did this test, it did not have as much gold as this run's going to have. This run's going to have a lot of gold in it. So it's going to depend on how much gold I find down there in that bottom tray in a lot of ways as to how much gold I may have lost. And I hope like hell I don't have to go through and redo the 15 gallons that's going to be sitting in that black tub. I don't want to do it. That's what I'm trying to avoid. I want to just do the 1 gallon or whatever I get out of the gold cube and the couple tablespoons I get out of the capture mat, run that, and I'm going to be done. Well, other than gold panning it. That's the idea. We're going to see if it works. This should be some real pretty mat when this is all said and done with. I'll be doing, like Doc says, as soon as I run the water, I'll have the battery charger hooked to it, so I'll keep a good solid charge. I will not be using surfactant, but this will be full of hot water. Hot water in the gold cube also helps get rid of all those air bubbles. You know, and then also, like Doc said in the video that he did with the gold cube, as the mats wear down, the bubbles don't show up as much. So, but with hot water, those bubbles disappear. You just run your hand over and the bubbles are gone, just like that. Remember that, even with the multi-sluice. Hot water works so much better. You know, not everybody wants to spend the money to run their hot water heater, but hot water makes the multi-sluice work like a charm. I mean, works really good. And that way you don't have to worry about the jet dry and all the bubbles. Cold water, I've seen the gold float, especially with the gold I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with ultra fine 100, 200 mesh gold, but a lot of it, fortunately. Anyhow, I'm going to add more to this once I get it all up and running. And I will try to time it and see how long it takes me to run these 15 gallons of high yield concentrates. Minutes, 5-gallon bucket. Alright, I'm going to clean up some of my cons and get some more room in this bucket again. Kind of trying to feed it left and right. You know, go to the left hand side of the box and go to the right. Kind of gives it that chance for the mats to do their incremental processing. Again, you can see how the clumps will take and be on there. And the screen kind of gives it a chance to thoroughly fluidize before it has a chance to go down the matting. In theory, but see, again, big chunks like that is why I put this in here, so it has a chance to take and roll and tumble and loosen up even before it even starts hitting any of the mats. Hypothetically, you know, This would be using the multi-sluice out somewhere and flat really working the living heck out of it. I mean, this is pretty much the maximum capacity. What I'm trying to do here is pretty close to the maximum capacity of what an itty-bitty sluice will do. I can't think of a way to feed it any faster than what I'm doing right now. And I don't know that even the matting system would take and handle feeding it any faster than what I'm doing. As is, I got to be very careful. No, not very careful. Well, I am being careful. That's why I've got that little chunk in there. So you don't have a chance to take and, you know, splat a bunch of stuff and it don't go nowhere till it's all the way down this far in the sluice box. Alright, last scoop, man, last scoop. 15 gallons of material, run through the multi-sluice, run through the 20-inch screen, or actually an 8-inch screen, and then run through the gold cube. Now, here we go. Just the last little bit. We are going to turn off the power.
Now you actually let this run for a little while before you put that last.
Actually, I've had that running the whole time, Dave.
Yeah, right. So ran it to clean some of that material out, right?
Okay. Actually, come on over here. Okay, let's see what kind of gold we can see it, which I really don't see as much as I thought I was going to see.
No, there's not a lot in there, is there? I thought it was going to be full.
Now that is full right there, but
let's have a light. Yeah, dumping
concrete down.
Dumping some of that
concrete down just like Doc does. Oh man, I sure as heck don't. It's not near as golden as I thought it was going to be.
Not me either, man.
All right, go ahead and kill the camera.
That's crazy.
All right, let's take a look at the first tray of the gold cube and see what it looks like. You've already seen the washer mat. I don't see any major yellow lines. So quite possibly we might have had a shit run. God, I hope so. Boy, I tell you, he brought over, an ounce the other day, but I guess we'll just have to clean it out and see what we see.
These cones had an ounce.
Oh, wait a minute. Man, we didn't hardly. This is the top tray out of that gold cube. And we didn't see hardly nothing. I mean, actually, we didn't see shit in it, just to be honest with you.
Wash it into the pan. You've already.
Man, I was sure hoping for more of a brighter clean out than what. This one ramp right here. Hopefully it shows up. Now that is a talon mat. The pre-ramp right there at the very beginning, under the UR, the beginning of the mat. That section right there is slam full. Now, almost every one of these pre-ramps have got a layer of gold in them. And oddly enough, every single of the joints, come on, where's it going to be? Show here. where they glue together, those are just solid yellow. Again, here at the bottom of a Talon mat, this is the second one down. So, get my finger in there. There in that one. Now I'm dealing with extremely fine, and then here's a pre-ramp. Here. See, now this is only just that far down from the mat. And here at this pre-ramp, come on, show up. Show up, darn thing. Anyhow, that whole darn thing is all lined. Almost every single pre-ramp all the way down this thing and the glue joints have got a full layer of gold. Here's another one all the way down here. This is the last mat, and even it has gold lined up in that. This is the amount of concentrates. One of them big Garrett pans, the super sluice Garrett pans, and there's, I don't know, there's quite a bit in it. Say ½ inch of material, maybe 5/8. It's not too bad. And I went ahead and I ran it through a 20 mesh screen. Get that zero in there. 20 mesh screen. And that's the amount of, it was all done wet. So now I'm going to go ahead and run it through here. And instead of all that gold cube shit, since I only got just, so I took 15 gallons of material, processed it down to that. That's all I got to deal with. And got rid of anything over that because I know there ain't no big chunks of gold. So that, through the multi-sluice, pan it out, and I should be done. Okay, well, there it is. Put it on the dryer here with the blowtorch and get her hot and put on the scale, see what it weighs. Well, that's all it said it was. I don't know. Should have been an ounce. To wrap up and do a final summary on this video with running the multi-sluice and the gold cube combined. When you have a whole lot of concentrates to run on a daily basis, it works really well. It works really well. Now I want to go ahead and rerun those 15 gallons just for shits and grins, but I really don't think there was any losses. I really don't believe so. So I'll do it just for my own peace of mind. Essentially, it's told me that if it all depends on how many cons I run get out of my big dredge, but like Howard's dredge or Russ's dredge, whoever happens to own it now, when you're running the carpet with expanded and you're bringing over 8 quarter-gallon buckets, or when he brought over the 8 buckets and it filled up 3 full, and they were heavy. And to classify and run all that took me, well, with the exception of all the beers. 10 minutes a bucket, and very efficient, very efficient. And what was down there in the bottom of the black tub is probably not worth rerunning again. The gold that was in that dirt when I ran it through that system was captured, and I would say well over 90% of it was captured right over, if not 95% of it was captured in the multi-sluice. Because I just did not see any gold in the gold cube at all. Another thing that makes me think that is the very Russ also has one of the old style Nefco bowls, and the first time he brought over that gold earlier in the week, he concentrated it down in just a little, that much. I'd say, 3 cups of material. That was 1 ounce, but that was through his Nefco bowl, and it obviously was a different area. Then he brought over that batch that I ran in this video, and it came out to almost 12 grams. And then just yesterday, or the day before yesterday, he brought over another one of those cups that he'd ran through his Nefco bowl, another clean out. And I finally did the pan out this morning and put it on the scale, and it only came out to almost 13 grams. So wherever he's dredging, it's only getting him roughly the, a half an ounce a run. So if he's getting with his Nefco bowl the 12 grams, and then I'm getting 11 grams with the multi-sluice, it's obviously telling me that it's the run that he's doing, not so much any losses with the machinery that I have. So I'll go ahead and show these pictures, the last little pictures of the gold that I've been running the last couple of days, and we'll call it good. Good video. Good testing run. And there is his, and here is his gold. There's his gold. Like I say, this one here is almost 13 grams, and this one here is almost 12 grams. So fun times. And these are the 3 5-gallon buckets that I'll be rerunning just for my own peace of mind. It's all been screened down through that 1/8-inch mesh screen, so I'll probably just process it through the multi-sluice, not even worry about the gold cube. Good times. Good times looking for gold. Can't wait till my big dredge gets up and running, and then I can actually get gold for myself.